Hello guys, welcome back to another video with InfoSec Pat. So in this video, I wanted to go over an awesome opportunity that I had to work with ITPro TV and their videos in their labs. I've gotten the permission to make a video to show you guys their interface, their courses, how their course layout is, and do a little lab. And I'm going to choose to do a Cisco lab, an entry level, get a switch configured, and let's see it in action and see how their labs are. And like I said, I've been working with this for about a couple days now. Did a few different labs, different setups, and hats off to them. Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully this reaches many people out there that are looking for computer-based training. There's many of them out there, but I'm a big fan of a lot of them out there, as you guys probably know already. And having the opportunity to work with ITPro TV is an honor, and I'm super grateful. So without further ado, let's get into it and let's get onto a Cisco lab. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome back. So here we are. We're at let's just go to the home page. Let's see if I go to ITPro TV. Okay. Gotta log back in. Maybe you didn't like me. Oh, nope. So I'm logged in. This is their homepage. Once you log in, you can see dashboard, courses. Let's go to the dashboard. This is the dashboard here, where you can see some of the stuff that I was just checking out. And let's go to courses. This is pretty amazing. So you can categorize it by the categories. You can go by certification, by job role, if you're a developer, if you're a help desk support, business professional, network admin, security admin, sysadmin, operations project manager. So let's just go, for example, I like security. Let's just go to security admin. So let's see, they have the SSCP, which is an awesome certification. I do have it on my wall. I do have that one. I have my CISSP as well. My CEH, but I don't have the V10. I don't have the cloud security. Let's see what other one. I have my security plus. I have, let's see what others I have on here. I have my Linux plus, pen testing. See what other certificate. That's all the certifications I have under here. So let's just go, for an example, network admin. I just want to do like a simple lab. Let's just go to CCENT, okay? Let's go to CCENT. We can see the course. Whoops, that's fine. So for an example, we can just go to overview. We can play the video, and this is how their videos are shown. Let's see if I can bring it up a little bit so you don't see my big head. And let's go ahead and play it. I guess my speakers are off. Let's put my speaker. Let's just start this over. This is with the main man, Ronnie Wong. So welcome to the overview. You understood something. So that's pretty much, I don't want to go through it because you get the idea. You can see the overview, what is networking, understand and apply the OSI model, the 7 layers, OSI model 2, OSI model part 3. They probably go into it, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, and I haven't watched these yet, so I'm definitely going to check them out just to see the content. But what I really enjoy is the virtual labs, and this is what this video is about. I want to show you guys the virtual labs. So once this comes up, you can see the virtual labs, and you can see the ISC square, which is the CISSP, SSCP, Cisco, Cloud Technologies, CompTIA, DevOps TV, EC Console, which is the CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker, Certified Hacking Forensics Investigator, LPT, ECSA, and all that good stuff, okay? IT fundamental skills, what I would guess would be like A+. Oh no, I'm not sure what these are. Legacy, Windows 7, 8.1, different legacy. Microsoft, as you can see, 2012 server, some 2016, and let's go to Cisco. We can go into, let's just go, let's see, what is a good one? Let's just go to ICND1. Let's see what we have here. This is going to bring us, I'm not touching anything. It's just pretty neat. You click on it and it automatically brings you where you want to be. So here is the exercise 1. The essential switch configuration. Exercise 2 is essential remote access to a switch, which is probably Telnet, SSH, and essential router configuration. So maybe, you know, configure some interfaces, apply some IP addresses, and, you know, bring the port up and maybe implement some routing. But let's launch the lab. Here we go. Let's see what they got in store for us. Okay, practice lives prep and is now available. Okay, cool. Let's just close this. All right, so let's see. So this is the topology that we're working with. This is the lab diagram. All right, cool. So we have a couple ISP routers, a couple edge routers, a couple switches, a couple access layer switches, and the lab PC, and connecting to your lab. Edge 1, Core 1, Access 1, New York access, New York, New York. Just kidding, but I am from New York, so that's topology. So in this module, we're going to be working on these, and to start the topology, put power on. The power on button is right here, and I'm going to go ahead and power them all on. Right, so we can start. Let's close that. Let the routers and switches and devices boot up. All right, so to start power on, they will power on automatically. Let's go ahead and go to next. Let's see what we have in store. So the exercise 1 is the essential switch configuration. All right, this is cool. This is to show you the switches, the physical pictures, and all that good stuff. So let's see what we have in store here. So let's go. We'll do step 1. All right, so you'll begin by power on a New York Access 1 device. So this is our New York Access 1 device, and it's still powering on, as you see. Let's close this so we have more space to work with, and it's going to do all this fanciness, as on the left hand side says. Let's see if we can bring this over just a little bit. All right, cool. So once this is up, we'll see. We should see the initial configuration prompt, and we're probably going to hit no. Yeah, let's type no, because who wants to go through all that stuff? All right, let's see if it's up. It's not up yet. Probably takes a few minutes. Remember, this is a virtual lab, so we have to give it time. But like I said, I'm really enjoying these labs. I was checking out some other stuff in the security stuff, and like I said, I got permission to, you know, poke around in some labs and make some videos. And this is what we're doing. All right, so let's just give this a few seconds. I'm not sure why it's taking so long. It didn't take that long last time, but it is what it is, right? We have to deal with it. All right, so let's continue. So let's just see what we're going to be doing in this lab. We're going to go enable. We're going to go into privilege mode and configure. We're going to change the host name. Is it up yet? Nope, not yet. And we're going to change the host name. And step 4, we're going to do an enable password. And this is pretty neat. The thing I really like about this is because even though it says like, okay, go ahead and enable. Perfect. Here it goes. Is it no? Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. All right, just to get back to my little statement. So what I really like about this, it gives you the steps. So I've seen some labs and some topologies which, say for example, I'm brand new to Cisco. I don't know anything. I've never seen a switch. Now I've seen a switch. That's awesome, right? And okay, maybe some of the other topologies are probably interconnecting. So now, for example, you know, if you told me to say, go ahead and change the host name, right? Obviously, if you watch the series, you should know how to do it. But if you're just trying to go into the lab, you'll be lost. And
I'm listening.
oh, sorry, I'm talking to my phone. But
it's no problem.
Come on, I had to shut that thing up. Sorry about that. Maybe because I said SORRY, and it thought I said SIRI. All right, cool. So enough of me blabbering on, right? Let's just start going to this lab. All right, so we hit no. All right, so step 2 is, let's go step 2. If we're on step 2 now, we hit no. We're gonna type enable, enter. Now we're in enable mode, okay? So now we're in privilege mode. So, and now what we're gonna do, the step is to, so that, I don't wanna look at the answer because I wanna see what it is, okay? So we're gonna change the host name to NY access 1, okay? So if I, for an example, if I put host name NY access 1, and I know it's not gonna work, I'm like, oh, why not, right? The reason being, and then I can say, okay, maybe I need to, maybe I need to get some guidance, right? Cool. So now let's go ahead and configure terminal. I just did it short, but you can do that. Let's X out. Let's actually write the whole thing. Configure. Oh, no, I didn't need to do that. Configure terminal. And that's the same thing, okay? Cool. So let's go to host name, and then it's going to be NY access ASSE 1. Perfect. Now you can see that the access, that the name changed. Cool deal. Okay. And all right. So I apologize for doing that. A habit for me is anytime I make a change, I always like to save the config. So do is because I'm not on privilege mode, and so do WR is saving the configuration to the running config, to the startup config. Okay. So so now that's that. So let's go to step 4. Okay. So now, but before we see the answer, now we're going to configure and enable password. To do this, use the enable command in global configuration mode. All right. So let's just go down. Obviously, this is we're going to enable. So what the enable password is doing, maybe I can't talk and type at the same time. Let me do this really quick. What the enable password is doing is, so when we go into enable mode, it's an access for a password, and I'm not sure if it's going to have us test it, but let's just go continue the lab. Okay, so now let's exit, like it's saying. Okay, disable. All right, cool. This is what I was just saying. This makes sense. Disable. Disable. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and probably try to re-enable. Go into privilege mode. And now it's an ask for a password, right? So that password is going to be Cisco, because that's what we just made it, right? Cool, perfect. All right, so was it supposed to be Cisco 1? Whoops, I made it Cisco, so sorry. So now let's do show running config. And what is it saying to do? Show running config. Look for the enable password. So what I can do also, a little trick, you can do show run pipe include password. And now this will show us the enable password. So this is like grep in Linux. We're actually just going specifically to so we don't have to look at the whole running config. We can see it right here, but we can just do this as a little shortcut too. That's a little trick. All right, cool deal. So let's continue. And we're going to enable secret now. So we're going to do configure terminal again. Enable secret. And this is going to be Cisco. Perfect. Did I break something? Is that regular? The enable password you have chosen is okay. So that's probably why it was Cisco 1. So this we're going to make Cisco 1. Okay. We just reversed it. Cool deal. So let's go ahead and exit. I want to do end. All right, so we're going to do exit again. Okay. So let's enable Cisco 1. Boom, I'm in. All right, so cool deal. So enable, show, let's go do show running config again. And now this should be the enable secret. Here we go. Let's see what it's saying here. And so step 7, I'm just going to do all these steps until the end of this, and then I'll stop the video. But I love the labs. I love these labs. All right, so let's continue where we so we did this. We did the show running config. Now we're up to service password. Okay, cool. So let's do configure terminal, service password encryption, password encryption. Okay, so now this is gonna encrypt all the passwords. Okay, cool. So let's exit here. Oh, cool. Look, they did the command. So I like that. Cool. So they wanted you to do this little pipe as well. So show run pipe include enable password. Boom. This is it. So we should see the same thing. Obviously, it's a little different because I was tinkering with different passwords, but you should get the idea, right? Understanding the startup running config, and this is managing the startup config. So let's do show startup config, and all right. So the reason why we see the startup config is because I already saved the running config to startup config, right? You see me always doing that do wr, and because it's just a habit. So that's the reason why we see a config here. So if we reset the lab, let me see if we can do that so I can show you. Reset. I don't know how long this is going to take, but let's reset that for a second. And I'll stop the video there. And then they told you to copy running config to the startup config. So I went a little out of order because it's just a habit of me saving my config and et cetera, et cetera. But these are awesome. And they want you to erase the config, so that it's probably and so for these commands, let's just go onto a different router, just to no enable. Okay, so let's just do, oh, for example, we could do it on here. Show startup config. Now there's nothing present. This is, sorry about reloading the other switch, but this is it. It's really, really simple. And, hats off to ITPro TV. You guys are doing an awesome job. I'm loving this. Definitely recommend it. We can do show version, like they're saying here. We can see the version of the, obviously we're on a different switch because this is an access switch, so this is a layer 2 switch. This is a core switch, so this is a layer 3 switch. So that's probably the difference. Let's see, what are we at? We're at 16 minutes now. So I wanna cut the video here, but like I said, this video is hats off to ITPro TV. I really enjoy this, and I got permission from them to show you guys this video, do some labs. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for checking it out, and until next time, have a wonderful evening, or wonderful day, or wonderful morning, wherever you are in the world. All right, take care, guys. Cheers.